Yo, what up, YouTube? We got my nigga Matty Balls in this bitch. The craziest scams in YouTube history. On folks. Yo. I like how they already got my nigga Logan. I almost called this nigga Jake. Whatever, folks. Which I don't fucking know. Logan Paul and shit. I know a lot of motherfuckers that be scamming on YouTube or that have fucking scammed. But let's get to this shit though. Like, video, subscribe for your boy Twitch.tv/Tynowolf, man. We live here. We finna hit 80. We finna hit 80. Literally, one more from 80 on phone now. So come change that for me on phone now. Yeah. I appreciate y'all. I love you. You said love. I'll show you love back. When folks are great. Let's get into this shit though. You feel me? What the fuck? Come on. Yeah.
Logan Paul,
let's go.
Show Speed, Rice Gum, and many more.
Oh right, Speed was involved in this shit. I forgot about this shit. This was this year, last year. Yeah, this little stupid ass Paradox crypto. Yo, I know that they exploit the fuck out my nigga Speed. Yo, these motherfuckers exploit the fuck out my nigga Speed. They exploit the fuck out this nigga.
Popular content creators have all been wrapped up in huge scams on YouTube.
Yeah, his ass
Unfortunately, it's very common, and many scams take place on YouTube's platform. So today we are going to be looking into the craziest scams in YouTube history. From people scamming their fans of $55 million to a mysterious duo making $23 million by abusing YouTube's copyright system. Real quick, I want to clarify, in general in this video, I'm going to be covering some lesser known scams on YouTube, but still some very crazy ones. I just won't be talking about people like Logan Paul or Speed because those scams are just so well known that even old people know about them. Also, while I was working on this video, I saw Wavy Web Surf made a very similar one, so shout out to him because he always does a great job. And in this video in particular, I tried to get some different examples. Now let's continue.
Scam 1.
If you watch YouTube videos, you are probably familiar with people talking about false copyright claims. YouTube's Content ID system uses bots to identify copyrighted content, and it has been a big problem for years. It's very sensitive, and for example, you could make a 20-minute video and have a 5-second clip of a song, and the video could still be taken down. One time, a musician named Fat Rat even had his own songs copyright claimed by a third party, and they were some pretty big songs. YouTube's Content ID system automatically sides with the person who makes the claim, and then the creator has to appeal for it to be removed. False copyright claims are essentially when someone claims that content in someone's video is theirs, even though it isn't. Then they have the choice to either take down the video or just make all of the money from it. Many times, people have been caught doing this to actually make money. It's been a huge issue on YouTube for years. Many YouTubers I know have fallen victim to it, but there were a couple of guys who took false copyright claims to the next level, creating what may have been the biggest scam in the history of YouTube. So in 2017, two guys named Webster Batista and Jose Tehran created a media company called MediaMov. The sole intent of MediaMov was to false copyright claim multiple videos and songs to collect all of the royalties for their own gain. To do this, MediaMov began to work with a third-party company called AdRev that had access to YouTube's Content ID tools as they helped artists with digital copyright. Jose and Webster created some fake documents, gave it to AdRev, and AdRev believed that they had ownership over the music they claimed was theirs. AdRev even gave MediaMov the ability to make copyright claims on their own without even having to go through them. MediaMov began targeting mostly Latin artists, and a lot of the time they wouldn't attack huge artists with their claims. This way they couldn't defend themselves, and oftentimes weren't even aware that their music was being claimed. A manager for Edgar Rueda said, "It was nearly impossible for us to know we were stolen from. Samurai had something like $65,000 stolen by MediaMov, but we didn't even know there was money there." But MediaMov didn't always make small claims, and one time they were even bold enough to claim a song called Me Amas by Piso 21 that had over 800 million views. MediaMov was active for 4 years, and in those 4 years they made over 50,000 copyright claims, and with those false copyright claims they made over $23 million in royalties. People began to catch on much more quickly than YouTube did, but YouTube did nothing. There was a huge post on YouTube's support forum with hundreds of replies, but YouTube did nothing. There was even a Twitter account called MediaMov which was just documenting and reporting on everything that MediaMov was doing. Still, YouTube did nothing. A guy from a firm similar to AdRev actually wrote an email to YouTube back in 2017 and was asking them to investigate MediaMov and immediately remove them if they are indeed making fraudulent claims. And as you can guess, YouTube did nothing. Somehow the government caught on before YouTube did. They were buying mansions, fancy cars, nice watches, and tons of other very expensive stuff that made the government a little bit suspicious. They began looking into MediaMov in 2019 and noticed they kept changing their bank information. The IRS became very suspicious of them, and the
IRS
government began keeping an eye on them. It's pretty hard to keep that
like,
kind
where the
of
fuck
money
you
under
getting all that
wraps,
money
especially
from?
when one of the guy's wives bought a $590,000 house in cash. Eventually, the IRS followed the paper trails that led to Webster and Jose, along with some other less important players. Both of them were indicted on 30 counts of conspiracy, wire fraud, money laundering, and aggravated identity theft. This year, Webster was sentenced to 4 years in prison, and Jose was sentenced to nearly 6. Their indictment papers show a handful of artists that they stole money from.
Has the initials of a bunch of different popular artists that these scammers have stolen tens of thousands of dollars from. I mean, there's like, what, 4 or 5? Yeah, 4 here that they stole over $100,000 from. And then, yeah, the list just goes on. It's a pretty long list.
YouTube has been pretty silent about this, which I find a little bit annoying. Regardless, this is the largest known copyright scam on YouTube, possibly even the largest scam in YouTube history, which leaves me wondering whether or not other people are making big money from doing this.
Scam 2. Nutty.
Our next scam comes from a Thai YouTuber named Nutty, also known as Leah. She would post videos of her doing choreographed dances on her main channel, and she amassed over 800,000 subscribers. On her Instagram, she had at one point over 300,000 followers. Nutty was extremely popular, primarily in Thailand, pulling in hundreds of thousands and sometimes millions of views per video. But Nutty also had another interest. On her Instagram stories, she would post pictures and videos of herself making big money on Forex, or the foreign exchange market. The stories would say something like,
no, this bitch was real like doing the whole Telegram
and Google
scam.
Translate didn't work out too well for me for this video, but she was saying different things, encouraging people to DM her if they wanted to learn how to do this. She posted in her Instagram bio that she was a Forex trader, and also posted ads on her story for private Forex trading courses. She told her investors or fans who were giving her
money,
click
this link and your ass can make
25% returns on
$20,000 in 3 minutes, face ass.
6-month contracts. Based on her Instagram stories, I can see she's been doing this for at least 2 years, but it was likely a bit more. In May of 2022, Nutty made a post claiming that her brokerage had blocked her money and trading account back in March, and then she basically just left social media. Surprisingly, she said that she owes her investors 1 billion baht, which is about 27.5 million USD. So she basically came back just to say, hey, remember that 1 billion baht you guys trusted me with? Well, I lost it. She did claim, surprisingly enough, that she intended to pay it back, but I'm not so sure she meant what she said. As it turned out, she fled from Thailand to escape the lawsuits that were headed her way. Outlets said that her records showed she didn't leave the country, but it's very possible she snuck out another way. I'm not sure. After finding out about it, the Thai police also issued a warrant for her arrest. The reason this scam is so crazy is because Nutty scammed over 6,000 of her fans. Many of her fans saw her living a nice life on her social media and they wanted in, so she took advantage of that. After she kind of disappeared, Thailand's Economic Crime Suppression Division offered 5 million baht or $137,000 for information on where she is.
No,
the Cybercrime Investigation Bureau in Thailand, said that they have had over 100 complaints about Nutty's business, and the complainers claimed that they lost about 30 million baht or $820,000. Somehow, most outlets ended up with 55 million being the amount that she scammed, but from what I can see, only half of that has been accounted for, which is still a crazy huge number. Along with the video I mentioned earlier, she posted a picture that roughly reads, "I didn't want this to happen. I didn't want to hurt anyone. I had no intent to cheat and I didn't run away. I will do everything I can to get the money back. Just a little time, please." Keep in mind, Google Translate's been letting me down, but this is kind of what she was saying. About a year later, this year actually, she made a post saying that her account was blocked because of new policies on the Forex brokerage she was using, so she kind of blamed the website. But then she claimed to be paying back the people who lost their money, and said that of the over 6,000 victims, she had paid back about 2,700 of them. I find this very hard to believe, especially since many outlets reported that people were commenting that they didn't get any refunds, and now the comments on her Instagram have been disabled. Nutty said that she vowed to turn herself into the police, but she didn't want to do that until she got everyone their refunds. As far as I'm aware, Nutty is still on the run and has not been arrested. Her bio on YouTube says, "I will be back," with a broken heart emoji, so it's possible she genuinely thinks she can return after refunding her fans. As I'm sure you've seen in this video, scams are extremely prevalent, and they're not just on YouTube. So to make sure that you can stay safe while surfing the web, this video is brought to you by NordVPN. By now, I'm sure most of us know what a VPN is. It's a software that encrypts your information. Find it, so make sure to get in on this deal while you can. Anyways, back to the video.
Scam 3.
In 2021, a few posts in r/roadcam began popping up with clips and videos from a YouTube channel called Blue Ghost. Apparently, there is a whole community of people with dash cams who call themselves cammers, and Blue Ghost was becoming a hated guy in their community. Basically, he would upload dash cam videos to his YouTube channel with him and his wife driving poorly and causing accidents. Their real identities at the time were anonymous, but many of the crashes appeared to be original and featured the same voices in the videos. Everyone had the same thoughts about this channel. Wow, his whole channel is infuriating. Just watch like 10 of the other videos on this account. The entire channel is fucking wild. It almost looks like this camera likes to try to get people to hit him in some specific spots, like this left turn from a merge lane. And it was this comment that would foreshadow the future. When looking through the videos, it seemed pretty apparent that the drivers were either really bad at driving or they were trying to cause accidents.
We're not going anywhere near mommy's work.
Oh, Jesus Christ, baby.
Fresh cold water at home.
In the first clip, it looks like she sped up and tried to nudge the car next to her, and in the second, he simply could have just stopped the car, but instead he kept going. For the next couple of years, Blue Ghost would continue uploading his dashcam videos, many of which resulted in crashes. Now, car crash compilations or channels are nothing new on YouTube, but this channel had a bunch of videos and crashes all from the same guy. After uploading 162 videos, the police began to get a little suspicious. They were all either crashes, near crashes, or road rage videos, and many of the videos had the couple's child in the car. After discovering this channel, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department launched an investigation into the couple, whose real names are Christopher and Kimberly Phelps. They noticed that a lot of the crashes looked intentional, and on top of that, 42 of the videos were linked to road rage incidents, and 17 were linked to insurance claims filed by Christopher Phelps. The reason the police even found the channel is because Christopher made his scheme extremely obvious after braking in the middle of the road for no reason so that a truck would hit him. Police got very suspicious about this incident and were tipped off about the YouTube channel, which caused them to discover his plan. He even tried to defend himself on TikTok and act like the truck was some guy who had it out for him, but everyone knew that was just a lie. Following this, the police arrested and charged them with 6 felony counts of assault with a deadly weapon, 12 felony counts of insurance fraud, and 7 felony counts of child endangerment in March of this year. But that was not it. After people realized what the Blue Ghost channel was up to, things started to make a lot more sense. The couple was not only trying to make money by intentionally causing car accidents and collecting on the insurance money, but they were also trying to make money from the dashcam videos on YouTube. Unfortunately, following the arrest, the channel has been deleted, so most of the footage is gone. But Christopher Phelps still has some social medias that haven't been deleted, which features some interesting information. In an Instagram post from 2018, he said, "This asshole slammed into my car. As I was passing him in a second lane, he sideswiped my car and slammed me into a metal railing. I was then bounced off the railing and slammed into his car again. My front axle is broken and 2 of my doors won't open. That piece of shit got to drive off. Fuck people." So this post makes me think either he was already doing insurance fraud or this was the beginning of his villain arc, but regardless, it's hilarious to think about this post after knowing what he did. He even had the nerve to post in 2021 while he was doing this fraud, so it finally happened. Some jackass totaled my car because he couldn't wait for me to complete my left turn. Instead, he thought it was better to pass on my left. Guess what? With words like "so it finally happened" and "guess what" in the caption, it makes it pretty clear that this was actually his goal. More recently, him and his wife were sentenced after pleading no contest to their charges. Christopher got 3 years in prison and had his driver's license revoked, while his wife was sentenced to only 90 days in jail. He also posted a video of himself in court as if he had any chance of winning. The camera community seemed pretty happy that he finally got caught.
I could not be more happy to see someone absolutely.
So people just go on Reddit and just watch like videos of motherfuckers driving. Hey, listen, folks. I don't know, man. Hey, everybody got their cup of tea, I guess. I don't know.
Facing consequences.
I guess.
Could not be happier.
What's entertaining about that, but okay.
FaZe Clan, more specifically.
Oh yeah, the classic CS:GO. I'm pretty sure everybody know about this. CS fucking Go. There's been so many CS:GO scams.
FaZe Banks and a couple of other members were involved in a scam that most people seem to have forgotten about. Similar to T Martin and Syndicate, who were under extreme
I remember all of this shit too. I remember when all this shit was going on.
criticism for their involvement in a CS:GO gambling website. FaZe Banks and others in FaZe Clan were operating their own gambling site.
What the fuck do FaZe Banks be doing that? Like, I haven't heard about that nigga like in a while. I'm not saying fell off because I hate that word, but like, what does he do? Like, what does he be doing there? Does he just like stay out the internet? Is he just last time I heard about FaZe Banks when he with Alyssa Valid That was the last time, and I know y'all ever heard that name in a while too, Alyssa Valley. It was the last time I heard about that nigga when he went with Shorty ass.
Still managed to get away with it. If you guys aren't aware, CSGO or Counter-Strike is a very huge game with a very large fan base. And FaZe Clan is a very large gaming organization with a very large fan base. So back in 2013, CSGO added cosmetic weapon skins to the game, and people were able to trade those skins. Because of a bunch of things I don't want to get into, like rarity and patterns and stuff like that, some skins are worth a lot more money than others. Then websites that allowed people to bet their skins on competitive matches began to pop up. These websites gained popularity over the years, and eventually they began to lean much more towards straight up gambling rather than just match betting. A lot of these websites were also rigged in favor of the owners. Since skins could be turned into real money, although they weren't actually real money, there weren't too many rules surrounding it, even though it was still online gambling. I'm not going to go too in detail, but basically you could be any age and gamble every penny you had or every penny your mom's credit card had. There was absolutely zero regulation on these websites. Among all of the CSGO websites popping up, one website in particular got very popular because it was being promoted heavily by FaZe Clan, and that website was called CSGO Wild. Tons of people in FaZe were posting videos of them winning a bunch of money on this site. FaZe Rain himself made like 8 videos of him gambling on the website. None of the members showed that they were sponsored by the website in their descriptions, and it was only after getting called out that FaZe Rain updated his description clarifying that it was a sponsored video, which is against YouTube's terms of service. CSGO Wild grew pretty big and had plenty of other large content creators outside of FaZe playing on it, but as it grew, people began to suspect that FaZe Clan was behind it. I mean, everyone was posting videos on it. Rain, Adapt, and Blaziken were all winning big money on the website. Because of tweets from Banks and Rain asking about website designers in 2015, before the site was created, and how often FaZe was promoting the website, people began to catch on. A streamer named Phantom Lord had his Skype messages leaked, and he claimed that FaZe Clan was behind the CSGO Wild website.
He points to the syndicate site that we now know very much about, CSGO Lotto, and he also says CSGO Wild by the FaZe guys. He says, I'm talking to both, looking into what they're doing and if it's a threat or not.
In July of 2016, it got so controversial that both FaZe Banks and FaZe Rain clarified they only owned FaZe Clan. The controversy continued growing, so CSGO Wild put out a tweet longer claiming that FaZe Clan never owned CSGO Wild. The guy who claimed to be the owner,
I remember when FaZe Clan was so big, everybody wanted to be FaZe. Now nobody gives a fuck about FaZe.
He also said he asked Banks for help finding web designers. They also wanted to mention that the site was not rigged, which was something that was common with those websites. And that was about it. Valve, the parent company of CSGO, began sending out cease and desist to many of these gambling websites, so CSGO Wild eventually shut down. FaZe Clan's involvement in CSGO Wild was brushed off and left in the past. Until in 2020, when FaZe Banks appeared on a podcast and kind of just admitted to owning the site. Banks claimed that they didn't have enough money to pay for a CSGO team, so they started a gambling website to fund the team.
So we create this website, and through our rake and all this shit, we were making like $200,000 a day. And we set it up in Antigua. We set it up in Antigua. I had a house in Antigua for like.
Where's that?
For like Antigua like in the Caribbean.
Island, yeah. Where?
It's an island.
It's one of those like islands where they.
The best. It's an island in the Caribbean where where gambling, where running a gambling website is completely legal if you have the permits and stuff to do it.
Yo,
so we flew there.
Crazy.
We flew there private. Sat down with the guy who runs the country. Basically paid him like $100,000, and he gave us the license. And we had this whole estate.
What in the fucking supervillain fucking meetup?
He admitted to owning a CSGO gambling website, but didn't admit to owning CSGO Wild. But when he said it was based in Antigua, he messed up. Because in the tweet longer that Gage posted, they said they were based in Antigua. Rain tried covering Banks' tracks, but it was pretty much confirmation that it was them who were behind the site. Now, based on all of the available information, it's obvious that FaZe weren't the only people involved in creating this website, but they definitely had a heavy hand in it. There were even screenshots of some guy who was asked to help FaZe set up CSGO Wild, and Banks was telling the guy that he was just supposed to work with Gage on the project. Since then, this year actually, FaZe Rain claimed that they had a revenue share deal with them rather than owning the
listen, they own the fucking site, That's all we fucking know. Goddamn.
Claims that the actual owner was a guy named Vlad, and that they hardly made any money from the website compared to what the owner was making.
It did make $200,000. $100,000. I'm not saying it didn't, but I wish like we actually like ate any of that, which we didn't. And the rake, by the way, it doesn't mean it takes people's skins. It's just a small cut that anybody takes from anything. Like when you make a DoorDash order, they take a small fee. It's like anything. We never made that money. Like obviously it wasn't us. It was this dude Vlad. Actually, I don't even care. I'm just gonna say this dude Vlad. He owns some website called Skin Hub or something like that. So I don't care. He came in and he was supposed to like run all the back end for CS:GO Wild and do all the server stuff. I never even talked to him like that. But he ended up taking all the money because he said he'd give it to us after, and we never made money from it. And I didn't want to pursue it because everybody was mad at me. And then I realized I'm like, oh shit, did I do something wrong? So I didn't pursue any of the money because I technically was owed millions, like actually based on what it was making, because it was making hundreds of thousands of dollars a day, and I only made $300,000.
And Rain also admitted to what he believes he did wrong in that situation, saying he didn't scam anyone, but that he does believe it was wrong to promote gambling to kids.
But the one thing I do believe I did wrong, I know for a fact I didn't scam a soul, but the one thing I did do wrong was promote gambling to like kids, because obviously at the time I had a younger audience, but I was also younger. I was 18 years old. I didn't know any better. I just enjoyed gambling. I didn't really see it like that. Would I do that today? No. And that's why I haven't done any gambling since 2015.
Rain did make some good points in his video, and to be fair to him, he was only 18 years old. In my opinion though, a revenue share deal without disclosing that it's sponsored is still kind of scummy, on top of promoting an unregulated gambling site to a young audience. I mean, one of them posted a video titled something like how to make $5,000 in 5 minutes, and when most of your fans are 13 or 14, it's not something good to do. This whole controversy has been going on for a very long time, with more evidence coming out here and there over the years, and with the amount of money they probably made, I'd say this is one of the craziest scams in YouTube history. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different from what I normally do. If you're new here, I will continue kind of branching out a little bit more, but I mostly make videos about music. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Leave a like if you did enjoy. And other than that, this has been Matty Balls. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
WVid by Matty Balls, man. What the hell? WVid by Matty Balls, man. Shout out Matty Balls. Oh, folks. Shout out Matty Balls, folks. That shit crazy. Yo, motherfuckers better stop being out here scamming and shit before I beat the fuck out y'all. No, I'm not. I just like to say, I just said that because it sounded raw, but WVid by Matty Balls, WVid.